What's up, everybody? I am Natty Northwest, and welcome to my very first ever Sims 4 speed build. Today I am taking you to Tartosa, a world I do not visit very often, but I wanted to do a little cabana on the beach type thing, and I thought this would be the perfect little spot. We got a 20 by 15 lot here, and we are doing kind of a modern industrial build. Well, like I said, this is my very first ever stream. Well, I guess I'm not streaming. This is pre-recorded and edited. And forewarning, it is going to be slightly rough, slightly choppy, because I have not done any sort of media production in a very long time. But I don't know. It's been something I wanted to do for a while, and I love The Sims. Very passionate about The Sims. And about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I decided to finally stop being a wuss and put my stuff on the gallery. And so I figured, why not? This is the next stage. I watch lots of streamers all the time. I love what they do. Get so much, you learn so much. You get so many ideas and stuff from them. Um, so I don't know. I figured I've been playing long enough. Maybe somebody can learn something from me. And I think one of the best parts is the engagement with the audience, because I some of the ones I watch, you get the best ideas, challenges, just helpful insight from your audience, and that's super fun. I have probably no good friends that play The Sims. Uh, you know, maybe some recreational back in the day, but I don't really have anybody to share this with so much. And yeah, I figured if I put this out there, maybe I'll build a little community of simmers and it'll be super fun. But here we are. What was she? A 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. I gave her a very open concept. With a roof. You can get those floor textiles from the island pack. It was a floor decor, which is great if you want to do a flat roof with a sunroof type deal, and you just don't quite have the platform low enough or high enough where the roof will come low enough. So we made that one work. I went with very neutral tones in this one. I absolutely love, which kit did that one come out with? Oh man, I'm brain farting. See, this is where our audience comes in handy. This is where you fill in my brain gaps, because it'll happen. But I use a lot from Eco Lifestyle. I know I used a lot from Tiny Living. I used a little bit from everything. I have been teaching myself to upload and build houses solely from pack specific. It's not new. People do it all the time. But for me, it was a challenge, because I have to test myself and limit myself. And if you're just doing base game, it's like, okay, you got a lot, you have a lot to work with, but you don't have a lot of textiles to work with. The counters, terrible in the base game. They're awful. And you would think after all of these years they would update the grain to look just a little bit better, but they have other things to worry about, I think. Like giving us backpacks and lunch boxes. But I don't know, maybe they serve a purpose for somebody, but just a little bit of textile touch-ups, please. Sims, Maxis, anybody? If you're listening. But I digress. I did try to keep a somewhat island theme with this. You'll see I love plants. I am a total nut for plants. Not in real life, because I kill almost everything I've tried to grow, except for orchids. I can keep those things alive for millennia. Just don't die. They're fantastic. But keep the plants coming, people. I'll just cover my whole house in it. With this lot, I did restrict myself, it being a 20 by 15. I did not go wild on landscaping. It being my very first speed build, I will kind of just want to do start small, I suppose, and go basic, and then like eventually expand as I'm more comfortable, especially with editing. I'm not gonna lie, you could totally make fun of this, because I'm sure this is not going to be the best. It's been like a day and a half that I've been editing this, because Again, I am teaching myself. It's kind of nice because the software is definitely advanced and it's more newbie user friendly. So I'm going to get there. It's going to get better. It will get better. But my Sims building, that just improves over time, over the years. I love watching, who is it? Emerald and is it Griffey? I think it's Griffey. But just all their tool sheets that they do. There was a little skip over, by the way. I missed like 15 minutes of filming. It's okay. I was just decorating a bedroom. But you see what I did. My sim has currently, Darlene Wallace, who is a doctor, has the aspiration for the mansion. And so she needs a minimum of 15 pieces of art. So I had to go a little heavy with the art. Not normally my style, but I think it actually works, especially with where she lives. The island theme. I know it's not Mediterranean, but you know what? We could do what we want. We've got stone, we got concrete, we got plaster. It's there. It's just a modern touch on it. And, she's a single lady and she just wants to feel comfortable. We are planning though to move to the next stage of Darlene's life sequence. She's still a young adult, but she has now reached the top of the doctor career. So she's a surgeon, and I've never actually played that career from start to finish. I have a little bit of ADD and I just can get easily distracted really quick, and it was super challenging. Oops, I'm spitting because it was that challenging. And I was getting all stressed out. I think it took me like 3 real days of playtime. I was just like, I have to take a break. Like it gets like, I think the first day it was like 5 levels. Okay, rank 5. I'm good. I'm good. I almost switched careers, but we delivered some babies and there were some surgeries, and now she's ready to just kind of relax for a while. I don't know if we're gonna retire fully yet, but who knows? It kind of depends on who she meets. We're thinking Lou Howell. I don't know what it is about him. I don't particularly like the werewolves. I love the werewolf pack. I am from the Northwest. Moonwood Mills is my main, even though it's super tiny and kind of desolate and sad looking. But that's the Northwest. That's what lumber towns could be like. In my world, it's beautiful. But anyways, I hope it's not a wolf baby. But he's such a pretty sim. He's got nice hair. He's got nice features. I haven't seen him without a shirt on yet, but maybe things will happen. Who knows? We'll have little wolf babies. Or maybe not. Roll the dice. But here's our little dream house. So we're gonna finish her up with, these are what were they? I think it's in the spa pack. They're just like a pond little textile, really great for just adding a little dimension and depth to an area. And it's really weird. Whenever I go to like edit this, it wants to slow this part down because it really wants you to see how much time it took me to get those aligned in real time. And I'm not overly upset about it. And I'm gonna leave it because you know what? You're getting a taste of my OCD. This is what it's like, but it will speed back up. I totally promise you. Because we'll start getting into some landscaping and some terraining, and then after that, you get to see the finished product. And she's adorable. I think our next project is going to be, that's obviously going to be a little bit bigger because she's going to potentially, like I said, start some family. Maybe we're moving on to the next stage of friendship. We're not creating some wild expectations here. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I always build a mid-century. I love mid-centuries. If you go on to my gallery, Natty Northwest, you'll see I have quite a few of them. I also have a ton contemporary modern, which in real life I don't find to be the most appealing style, but I find myself building it a lot. I think it's just something about the geometrics of it and, you know, a lot of clean lines, and I don't know. It feels good. Then sometimes, I'll totally like branch out and be like, I'm gonna build a wild Victorian, or like a giant manor from the 1700s. So I branch out. I don't do the same thing. I'm totally up to all sorts of different suggestions. I am testing myself and I'm playing, and I don't know, I'm having fun. I've like even though I've been playing Sims for forever, I feel like I'm on like a whole new level of it right now. And it's become more of a dedication than it was before. Uh, I've taken like week-long vacations when packs have come out, like just like super excited. Like this is all I'm gonna do, like for 16 hours a day. Uh, I don't know. It's something new. Something's happening. And I don't know, maybe it's all the excitement of like, what is Sims 5 gonna bring? What is it gonna bring? Is it the open world? Is it the possibility of multiplayer? I'm not overly keen on the idea of multiplayer. I like the idea to engage with other players, but I don't know if I want a world like you're living, openly with other players. It just seems like one, so much room for error. Two, I don't know. There's a lot of trolls out there, just hacks. Just I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And slow game. I mean, Sims tends to run pretty slow, especially the more you have. You've got a supercomputer, more power to you, man. I mean, I have one, and every once in a while, like I'll download a mod, it's just like way too many packages, and I'm just like, oh, we're not gonna load her in. That's just that's a little too much. Uh, but I don't know. I think the excitement of the possibility of full creativity, like being able in Sims 3 to change your textiles again, for example. I will bring this up a lot. If you don't do if you aren't into mods, I totally understand. But if you do use them often, I almost said if you do use them often, you'll understand. It's just like there's so much out there that's being created that people need. Like, I need that counter, that smooth looking look to go with the specific style. I need that Victorian, not gothy, but like a true Victorian, or like marble counter, or like your basic white counter, or what is it, like butcher block counter with white cabinets, all of that. It's just I need more. We're just gonna leave it at that. I need more. I want to customize everything, and not to the point where like people can't play with it themselves, but like I just want to customize. And here she is. Here's our finished project. The Tartosa Cabana is her name, and she's on the gallery. Cute. One bedroom, one bathroom. Again, open concept. That giant door, by the way, is available through the 2 pack, which is, I don't necessarily recommending that pack unless you like some cool industrial lights and that door. That's pretty much all that comes with it. Oh, and there's some cool boots too. But otherwise, yeah. Thank you for watching. I am Natty Northwest, and I plan on posting plenty more videos in the future. And yeah, it's only going to get better as we go along. And if you like, subscribe, support, it's going to be a much less bumpy ride. All right. Thanks, y'all.